Cheers. We're back. We are watching some How to Drink today. Always a good time. Love this guy. It's been a long time since I've watched a video. This one is the worst drinks in America. I cannot wait to see what he pulls up because I have witnessed some bad things. Witnessed some bad ones. But seriously, I can't wait to see what he comes up with. I guarantee you there's going to be a couple of just like sickly sweet drinks. Probably something with cream, I would imagine. Something cream based. I feel like a lot of the times those are nasty. Anyway, no idea what he's going to come up with, but he's going to be in pain the entire time. And I'm going to sit here with my wine and laugh at him. Ha ha! Let's go.
So Meredith has been begging me to do this episode for an incredibly long time. Meredith has been begging me to do this episode for an incredibly long time because she did the research for it. She put it all together. And I didn't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I do not want to drink these drinks. It's going to hurt me. But today, on HTD, I'm looking at the worst Mai Tais in America. That's right.
Oh, just the worst Mai Tais.
She scoured the internet for examples of recipes and receipts of just Mai Tais that are not Mai Tais. So today, let's drink them and review them on HTD. So, caveats. I don't necessarily know where all of these menus are from. I asked Meredith if she did. She said, I don't know either. She found them, I think, on Instagram and TikTok and that kind of thing. I do have like photos of the menus from which they come, and they will be appearing here. If you can identify where this is at in the comments, that would be great. The second caveat, I don't actually have recipes, actual recipes for most of these. I have ingredient lists. I can work with an ingredient list. We can get pretty close. This episode is going to hurt my soul, and the reason it's going to hurt my soul is because, honestly, I think that the Mai Tai is maybe my favorite drink in the universe.
Really?
Mai Tai, invented, I think 1944 is the actual year, by Trader Vic. Much maligned drink, has had a wonderful resurgence because for many years it was made horrifically, as per the recipes in this episode.
Okay, cool. I've never really been a huge fan of Mai Tais, but I've also never been a huge rum person in general. And I don't know, I tend to gravitate towards slightly simpler drinks with like 2 or 3 ingredients max. And like a lot of the times one of those ingredients is like some kind of citrus, just like like lemon juice or lime juice, and the other half of the time the third ingredient is like bitters. I'm just like, I am not a super fan of really complicated drinks. So that'll definitely affect what I enjoy. And that means I don't really like the Mai Tais. I don't really like pina coladas or like Sex on the Beach or things, those kinds of drinks. I've just never really gravitated towards them. They're all a little sweet for me. I got my dry rosé. Shitty dry rosé. So it's not like I've got the best palate ever either.
We rediscovered the Mai Tai. We're making it right these days. There is no earthly reason for these to be as messed up as they appear to be. And yet, here we are, aren't we? Okay, so this first one to make is simply...
So I'm not sure if I'm getting some weird audio things through my headphones, or if it's him, or if it's the computer, or if it's the OBS. So hopefully it's just my headphones.
Labeled Island Cocktails Mai Tai. I don't know what restaurant this came from. Involves spiced rum, coconut rum, triple sec, curacao, lime, sour mix, and orange juice. Sour mix, for those of you who don't know, is a relic of bartending from before the revolution of the early 2000s that is nothing more than a combination of like lemon and lime juice, however you like, and then double that with simple syrup. That's roughly how you do it. There's probably no standardized way to do it from place to place. In fact, many places probably just gonna use some kind of like finest call sour mix. I don't have any right now, that's okay.
Honestly, sometimes what I've done, if I need to, if I'm making like a green tea or something, and because I don't have an actual sour mix at our bar, is like I take our lemonade, which is very sweet, and then I just add lemon juice. Because it's already sweet, and I just make it a little more sour, and it does the trick. It does. It's, it's the like trashiest way I could possibly do it, but it does work.
Okay, I don't have any ever. I don't need that in my life. Let's try to make sense out of this recipe. I don't have any real measurements here. I only have like a list of ingredients to go off of. Spiced rum and coconut rum. I'm gonna assume equal parts. Spiced rum, I brought either Kraken
Ooh, I
or
do
Black
like
Card.
Kraken.
Well, let's go with Black Card on this one. I think spiced rum comes up later. We'll use Kraken on the next one.
I do like
The other one,
Kraken.
coconut rum.
Dark and
Okay,
stormies.
sure. Here we go. 1.5
like
ounces
Malibu, though.
of Blackheart, 1.5 ounces of coconut rum, Malibu in this case, which feels like a lot, but what do I know?
I just don't like
Okay, let's
Malibu
say,
very much. I don't like that
half
rum.
an ounce, 3/4 of an ounce. Curacao. Curacao? Curacao. Do they mean blue curacao?
No, it says orange.
Curacao. It does say orange. Okay, half an ounce. People are like, Greg, you're not even trying to make it good. I don't know how to make this good. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. This is a crazy list of ingredients that are contradictory. We have triple sec and curacao. We have lime, orange juice, and sour.
Yeah, and that's a lot.
It doesn't make a lot of sense.
Having triple sec and curacao in the same drink feels like a lot.
But now we're up to lime. Let's guess a half an ounce. It should probably be like bottled lime juice too. And I'm guessing a half an ounce because we've also got sour mix. We got sour mix going on here. Shit hurts my brain. Half
That
an
is a
ounce
lot.
of lime. What the hell?
A lot of
sour
sour.
mix is next. Honestly, probably an ounce. Like this is our source of sugar, so to speak. 1 ounce of sour mix. And now OJ. Is it like just a splash? Is it one of those things? Nope, doesn't say splash. Let's do half an ounce of OJ. 3/4 if it goes that way. 3/4 of an ounce of orange juice. Let's shake it up.
This seems like too many things
Shaky,
are happening.
achy, breaky. There you go.
He just chucks it in there. That's so funny.
1 Mai Tai. Hold on. Not quite. We're not done yet. We gotta get crazy.
Yeah, put
Not
those
really.
cherries in
It's
there.
like pretty normal here. If you're lucky on this drink, you're gonna get something like that. I don't have any umbrellas, which is crazy. I really need to get some more drink umbrellas. I wonder if anybody
I
like
have
makes
one
nice
drink
drink umbrellas. And there you have it, a Mai Tai from Place.
Even the fruit skewers trying to get the GTF out of there, huh?
Oh, that tastes like suntan lotion circa 1989.
Ew, why were
Also
you
kind of
eating
reminds
that
me of
suntan
my
lotion?
surfboard wax from when I was a kid. Very sweet, very coconut suntan lotion. Maui Jim, no, Panama Jack. This is kind of sort of the various suntan lotions. This is more of a Panama Jack. Yes. Has a very, just artificial flavor to it. The orange is actually much louder than I would expect, although actually that might be it just like, it clings, and it has like a kind of a vomity, sour, sweet thing that kind of comes up on you. It's not good. But you know what is good? This cocktail glass. That's right, all of the drinkware
We use those at work.
here on How to Drink is provided by
I have those
Whiskey.
at work.
Whiskey is the official glassware provider of How to Drink, and if you need glasses, and you do, because you're probably making some drinks, why don't you head on over to Whiskey.com.
You don't know me.
Use code How to Drink 20 at checkout. You're going to get 20% off your entire order of Whiskey's
I haven't
beautiful
broken a
glassware.
glass
That's
in
right. Thank you,
ages.
Whiskey. Oh my God. There is now actually developing kind of an ashtray component to it. It tastes
great.
like sweet burning. There are peach notes, I would say. Peach notes appearing. Kind of. And lemony limeniness. I hate it. Thanks. Let's move on to the next drink. Thank you, Meredith. Thank you. Thank you for your input on this one. Thank you. That's right, Meredith is still a part of this show, still torturing me. Okay, next one up is Mai Tai. Again, restaurant unknown, but this is a menu shot. Says it cakes Mount Gay Eclipse rum. Not the worst start. Stoli vodka, triple sec, pineapple, and Sprite. The ways in which this spec resembles a Mai Tai are that it doesn't.
Yeah, I was like, how?
In no ways. I think
I was
build
like,
this
wait,
one in
how?
glass. Let's get some ice. The fuck?
Question.
Glass is too
What?
good for this drink.
As soon as there was vodka involved, I was confused.
The ice is too good for this drink. Everything is too good for this drink. Why am I building it in the glass? Because I'm pretty sure that's exactly how you would make this drink. Secondly, because it's got Sprite in it. So it's been a minute since we've done a bad drinks episode, right? It's been a minute. Let's do
it's
this
been a
again.
while.
So Mount Gay Eclipse. Yes, I bought this for the show. And I think that Mount Gay is a pretty well-respected rum, actually.
It's all
There's
right.
nothing wrong with this. So
I mean, as far as rum goes, I've worked at places that used Mount Gay. It's fine. It's not super expensive.
Why Stoli? Why is there vodka in this? Why?
Right? That's what I was saying. Why
I don't even know how to
vodka?
square that. That doesn't, that hurts my brain. Fine.
Like, that's what
1.5
I'm
ounces
saying.
of rum, and I bet that it's actually skewed the other way. I bet it's like either mostly vodka or half vodka. But
Why?
yeah, let's get our Stoli, the beautiful flavor of neutral grain spirits. I don't know, 3/4 of an ounce. There it is. Probably should have been 1.5. Should have just gone all the way.
He's like, whatever, I
3
don't care.
times the
He's so
dryness.
done already.
We're gonna do an ounce of triple sec. I don't know, 3/4. Triple sec is less sweet than the curacao I typically use in a Mai Tai, so like more kind of makes sense. Pineapple juice. We gotta add the pineapple. Anybody ever listen to Adam Sandler's comedy albums, like from the late
No.
80s or early 90s? I have. And there was a bit in it about 3 old guys talking about kids or something. I don't really remember. But I just remember whenever I say, you gotta have the whatever, and it doesn't make any sense, it's a reference to you gotta have the condoms about the, yeah. Anyway, the ounce and a half.
Adam
pineapple
Sandler's an
juice.
acquired taste.
And Sprite.
And I never acquired it.
It felt like a can of pineapple juice in my hand, so instinctively I shook it, and I'm glad I brought 2. That would have been a problem.
That would have been funny.
By the way, for those of you keeping score, yes, I did shoot an episode before this, but it only had 1 very strong drink in it. There you go, Spritey-dighty-doo. Give that a
Okay,
stir.
his vibe is a little bit
That's
uneven,
a
I guess.
Mai Tai.
That's a Mai Tai.
Horrendous. So as I have learned on the show in previous episodes,
Decent.
adding Sprite to a drink damages both the Sprite and the drink. I can't explain the science of that, but we've done Sprite Hattons, we've done Sprite in every, Sprite is bad.
The only thing I've like really put, I mean, I've done like the way that I actually started to be able to drink vodka by itself involves Sprite. Cause like I would do vodka Sprites, which I then was able to switch over to like a citrus vodka with soda water, which I was then able to just do the vodka on the rocks, the citrus vodka on the rocks, which I was then able to go into like a vodka on the rocks with lemon, and like, but Sprite got me there. Let's see, in college, what we drank, we called it Skittles, and it was dragonberry rum and Sprite. It tasted exactly like Skittles. It was crazy. Hella dangerous. So sweet. Definitely, I remember being like 19 and being at like a New Year's party, and we just had these water bottles full of it. My friend's mom caught us making them, and she was like to me, "Don't let your mom know I let you do that." And I was like, "I won't. She will not find out from me." What we're doing here. It was a lot. And then Sprite, I will sometimes, again, because if I don't have the sour mix, I'll put some Sprite sometimes in if I'm making a like a green tea, which is usually going to be an Irish whiskey, the sour mix, peach schnapps, and then I will sometimes, like, if I don't have the sour mix and I have to do that lemonade, like, lemon thing, I'll put a little Sprite in there, too, to sort of even it out a bit. And it does work for that. So. But I don't know. I don't really drink a lot of, I only drink soda when there's alcohol involved, so.
In cocktails, it is just not good. And it's not good in this drink either.
Fair.
It has a electric, kind of acrid, ozone-y flavor to it that
I feel like I could probably make a drink with Sprite that would be decent. Some kind of like electric lemonade or something, just to sort of body it out just a bit. I feel like it could be done.
I don't like. I don't imagine most humans like. Robots might like it. And that's it, honestly. I don't really pick up on anything else. I just kind of pick up on this. It tastes like the buzzer on a game show.
Great description.
Why am I drinking more? And I think that's the combination of the pineapple plus all the other things in there somehow. But the Sprite, yep, nope. By the way, in case you were wondering, that's not a Mai Tai. This Mai Tai
No,
appears
it's not.
on
There's
a
vodka
lit
in
up
it.
sign that I can only imagine is outside at a stadium. I'm trying to guess where that's at. Maybe a stadium, maybe a food
Festival?
truck. I don't know.
I feel like a
it says on
festival.
it, cocktails.
Because I've definitely seen these types of signs at festivals. Although I am looking at this top one. That's Bacardi, 4 Roses, and tequila. What the fuck is that? Oh, okay. Maybe those are just like the ones that those are like very. I was like, that's not okay. Oh, single double. Okay, I was like, they're not mixing those, right? I was like, what the frick? Okay, I was horrified for a moment there, but I think those are just like the vodka, the whiskey. Those are just the options that they have regarding the alcohol. Okay, I was really horrified for a second. All of these look bad. Why are you ruining 4 Roses with Red Bull? 4 Roses is good by itself. Okay, anyway, sorry. Tangent.
Cocktails. And then it says Texas Mai Tai. Now, I've got to give this drink some credit because it's not saying it's a Mai Tai. It's saying it's a Texas Mai Tai.
Right, which is similar to your Moscow Mule, your Irish Mule, your Kentucky Mule, your Scottish Mule, your Mexican Mule. There's a million different ways to do a mule, but you just have to put the where it's from or where the liquor you're using is from in front of it, and it's fine.
So it's a whole different thing.
Yeah.
It's a whole different can of wax. Can of wax. Whole different can of wax here.
You can tell he did a video before this.
Whole different can of wax. Oh boy, baby, to make a Texas Mai Tai, you need Deep Eddy Lime Vodka. Nothing else will do. And by nothing else will do, I mean that very nearly nothing else is in this drink. Here's a cool thing about Deep Eddy Lime Vodka.
I never heard of it.
I can't find it in a smaller bottle. So I bought this for this one drink. Yep. That's
Forever.
a fact, baby. 2 ounces? Baby. Oh, yeah. Maybe it's Texas sized. Maybe it's like 3 or 4 ounces. That does make sense. Let's Texas size it up to 3 ounces.
Wow.
Hang on.
Girl.
Deep in the heart of Texas. Okay. Orgeat. Probably they would be using the like.
I did remember
the
after
stuff that
singing
they
that
sell
song.
for coffee or something like. I forget
We had to
the
sing
name
that
of those,
in
like,
elementary
syrups
school.
brands, but I happen to only have my nice orgeat here, which was actually made using the 60-second orgeat that, if I'm not mistaken, Make and Drink, I think his name is Derek, sort of pioneered. This shit is great. I am not making orgeat another way ever again because this is fine, fantastic, and wonderful, and so easy. Go check out his video on that. I'll put links around, and I will be doing kind of my own content on this, if you don't mind, Mr. Derek, in a future episode with an expansion that Matt from my Discord, from my patrons, my patron-exclusive Discord came up with. So I'm excited about presenting all of this information based on research that other people did for me. So here we go.
Love it.
1 ounce. 1 ounce of orgeat? Why not? And in case you're wondering what my 60-second orgeat tastes like, it's nearly identical to my not 60-second orgeat. I think the thing to do now would be to shake that and then top with the next ingredient, which I am loath to speak out loud. Let's get her done. Let's get her done. Crack some ice into your shaker, your blender. Just build it in a glass, probably.
Yeah, because I think it was
Give
a
this a
festival
shaky,
drink, so
achy
they're
bake.
not gonna do anything crazy.
Pour that into the glass of your choice. In this case, I'm using this tiki glass.
That's a fun tiki glass.
Doop dop doo 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 doo.
I like
that
it.
looks freaking weird. Hit that with some orange Gatorade. I almost wonder, just for funsies, can this be like layered? Oh, it can.
Fun.
No, not really. It sort of bleeds on down in
Aw,
there.
bummer.
Cool.
Well,
I can't believe this is real. It feels
it's a fest.
like
It's got to be a
I feel
festival,
like I'm getting-
like a street fest.
Where's he at? Where's Ashton Kutcher? Am I getting punked? You kids don't know anything about that. Ashton Kutcher used to have a television show on MTV in which he would
harass people. Mostly harassing them.
punk people, but it was all staged. Don't worry. That's how it works. You have to sign a release before you go on TV, guys. Just so you know.
Well, sometimes what they do though is they do your whole everything first, and then they are like, "Hey, can we put you on this show? Can we air this?" And they'll either say yes or no. we're not going into Ashton Kutcher. If you want to like look into like the deep dives of Ashton Kutcher, check out the channel Coffee and Cults. There's some cool stuff on that channel, and they have a lot of stuff about like Ashton Kutcher, about Scientology in general, Danny Masterson, like all of these people. Anyway, Coffee and Cults, different channel, long form videos, very informative, very interesting. The creator of that channel, like has worked in Hollywood and has a really interesting insight into everything she talks about. So anyway, sorry. Totally wrong. He's the one who brought up Ashton Kutcher, okay?
Hidden camera shows, they're not real. Yep, Deep Eddy lime vodka, orgeat, and orange Gatorade. Deep in the heart of Texas, Mai Tai. Oh, wow. That's a little bit too much lime, but that's weirdly close to like creamsicle, and I kind of like that. I may revisit this in a Patreon exclusive after I'm done with everything else, because I think we could workshop that into a drink that I will never call a Mai Tai,
right,
but which will taste like a creamsicle and be fun.
I don't like creamsicle,
wow,
but I don't like
that
creamy
lime Eddy
things.
vodka's gotta go. I guess it comes from Texas though, and it's just like thematically in there. It tastes like, you know what it tastes like? It tastes like a creamsicle mixed with swimming pool. That's what it tastes like. Deep Eddy lime vodka is garbage. It is
good to know.
very not great. Is
I
it
don't
even
really
like vodka foolproof? Oh, it's a liqueur. It's only 35% ABV. So
oh, that's like, that, you know, like I said, 100%. That's a fucking festival drink. Like, full stop, 100%. That's what that is. That's nuts. But like also it's like nothing. Deep Eddy vodka. Ugh. The liqueur. No, I would just be definitely getting just like the bourbon in a glass or something.
it's not even really vodka. It's also not really even vodka because it has flavors in it, but I digress. I'm making a lot of terrible Mai Tais in this episode, and even though you might not want these recipes, you could get them in the HTD app that I built myself on my computer alone. Check that bad boy out.
Good for
This
him.
here app takes the How to Drink show and makes it really usable for you as a personal cocktail guide. It's web-based, which is cool because it means I can update and continue to update and clean up the data set on the fly without you needing to download anything new. And it's system agnostic. You can use it on your desktop. You can use it on Android, iPhone, Nextel, whatever.
Do you want me to take a peek at this app and maybe make a few of the drinks and share them with you guys? I could do that. That might be a Patreon thing, but I could do that if people want me to.
Probably not Nextel. Where you at? So you'll find that it has every drink in here. I like the carousel mode for phones, but you can also do the grid, which is like that. Hey, you see how Black Yukon Supper Punch or Bloody Mary has 2 versions? Well, if you click on that, you'll find both versions. Isn't that
That's
neat?
really cool.
Let's go home. You can go to episodes and you can search by episode. You can go
really
back
cool.
to drinks and look in drinks, right? We have and, or, ABV, ABC, all, or faves. That's because you can select favorite drinks and keep them on a short list in your pocket. You can sort your list by descending alphabetically or by ABV. You can have it ascending or descending, and you can set your filters to and or, which means like, I want drinks that take this and this and this, or this, or this, or this, you know? Don't worry about it. Some people get Booleans, some people don't. I think that's a Boolean thing.
I would do an
Preparation
or thing
method
probably
is a tag.
because
You can use
I'm good at
ingredients to search by.
adjusting when I need
use
to.
Tags, which Meredith and I are
to
always
not have
developing.
to spend more money than I must.
You can use media adapted from. That's the one I usually like to show off. So like, for example, if you want all the drinks I made for Batman, the animated series, of which there is only one, you can find it that way. Isn't that cool? I think that's really cool. And I'm very proud of it because I built it myself. In addition to that, you will save this show because YouTube revenue has gone
This
way
is also
bad.
true.
Viewership has gone way bad too. Ever since January 1, 2024? Yes, the beginning of 2024. Literally, it just went because something happened. Not blaming anybody. I just know that something about the architecture changed and it was not my favorite thing in the world. It has been difficult.
Agreed.
Because this show is a full-time job for me and Meredith and a part-time job for several freelancers, and there's just no way around that. This show cannot exist without Patreon. So if you love the show, go and please check out htdapp.com or patreon.com/howtodrink and see if there's anything over there that would make it worth your while. You'll get access to extended content, exclusive drinks like the rework of this. You'll get access to behind the scenes content, our private Discord, which is really cool. We just had our Secret Santa for the summer.
On our Patreon, we have a lot of, got movies that don't exist anywhere else. A lot of anime on there too, but like full episodes of entire shows. Again, so many movies. There's a bunch of movies over there. There's like Jessica and I watched K-pop Demon Hunters the other day. That one is up for certain tiers of Patreon right now, and it'll go up later in the month for everybody else. But she and I, we also watched The Substance. I watched 1408 with a friend. We watched Mortal Kombat. I don't know. We watched a lot of stuff over there. It's a fun thing.
The coolest poster from whoever my Secret Santa was. It was awesome. Our mods are excellent in there. It's a fantastic community that is about a lot more than cocktails. And I am so honored that somehow that kind of coalesced around this show. It's really cool.
Stop stalling.
If you love the show, please check that out.
Let's get to
And if there's
another
anything over there that makes it worth your while, I'll see you in the Discord. And if there's not, I would appreciate it if you would tell me what it would take for you to become a patron, because I'm always trying to improve.
I would also
my
like that
offerings
too.
on Patreon. Okay.
Trying to grow our Patreon.
Drink. Let's move along. I like this.
I cannot get beyond like $500 a month on Patreon.
No idea where it's
let
at.
me know
They
what
call
I
it
should do.
A true Mai Tai. And I'm looking at the list of ingredients, and this is not a true Mai Tai. Light rum, amaretto, pineapple juice, simple syrup, lime juice, orange juice, and a dark rum float. Oh, how I love the insanity of a dark rum float. It makes no fucking sense. You don't need a float on a drink ever. I can't think of a classic tiki cocktail that comes with a float.
They can be fun though.
I've heard people say like, it's not a Mai Tai if it doesn't have a dark rum float on it. That isn't true. It's a bad idea. It's unmixed rum sitting on top of your drink. You can put it into the drink and balance the drink for it, and it would be a better drink for it. In addition to that,
where's the fun of
drink
that?
You're probably gonna drink with a straw, so
It's aesthetics.
geometry. What?
Aesthetics?
Fluid dynamics. Ha! Let's make this stupid drink. I've been yelling a lot. I don't really.
Yeah,
mean
you
to.
have.
I'm sorry. I've been
Yeah, it's been
Mr.
yelling a
Radio
lot.
announcer guy this whole episode, and that's not like the guy who I am. I'm gonna tone it down now. Let's tone it down.
Pat him
Let's
on the
bring
head.
it back down to earth, Greg. Lime juice. How much lime juice? As he digs for a lime. What is an appropriate amount of lime juice in an abomination such as this? I don't know. How about half an ounce? Because we got some other fruit juices in there. There you go, half an ounce
I think it's
of
fair.
lime
That's a
juice.
reasonable
Lucky
amount of lime
us.
juice.
Okie dokie dokie. Orange juice, half an ounce of orange juice. Keep these guys nice and equal parts. Now, orange juice is much sweeter than like lime or
Shocking.
lemon juice. And actually, I gotta say, I
What?
don't know its actual sugar content versus those, but it's way less acidic. So it certainly presents as much sweeter. Simple syrup, an ounce, 3/4 of an ounce.
An
Let's
ounce,
split
that's
the
so much
difference.
simple
Hey,
syrup.
Greg, the logo. Can you make it bigger? Yes, I can make it bigger. Hey, Greg, I saw the revised edit. That logo was too big. Okay, do you want me to go back to the old one? Why don't we split the difference? That's producer. Pineapple juice. Let's do pineapple juice. I don't know, an ounce. I genuinely,
He's
I can't
really
even
making
imagine.
some stuff
Did
up.
they specify the amaretto here? No, that's good, because I'm gonna use
Specified nothing.
Lazzaroni, which is a pretty good amaretto. I think a later drink in this list does call for Bowls amaretto.
There's more
which
drinks
I
in this
checked.
list?
I don't
It's
see
not that much longer in the video.
I'm not gonna buy a bottle of just for this episode, so that will also get a pretty decent amaretto. 3/4 of an ounce feels appropriate. I think that maybe
I have
they're calling
amaretto.
this a true Mai Tai because it includes a thing that ostensibly tastes like almond. Do I have a light rum? Yeah. Once again, still out of Bacardi. I haven't had call to buy another bottle,
I
which
don't
is
need rum in
certainly
my
the light
house.
rum they would be using here unless they use something like Palo Viejo or something like that. So plantation, a huge upgrade. 2 ounces. And actually, in probability, like at the place that would serve this drink, 1.5 ounces. But maybe we've overshot the whole thing and we're still in proportion. I think that that's probably pretty close to the actual spec for this. If it's not,
It's fun to see
wow,
and guess.
this drink has got to be extremely out of whack. Let's get some ice. Ice I crushed before I shot. Bisky also makes
So
this little short guy
fancy.
too. Look at that guy.
So fancy.
Whoop. There it is. The true Mai Tai. I'll just steal this straw. And
Yeah.
the garnish.
Yeah, still that
Same
garnish.
same straw.
It's okay.
From the first one. I gotta say, it is the closest one yet. And if you served me this, I wouldn't send it back. I wouldn't be thrilled. And the other thing I gotta say too is that actually all of these are, well, no, but at least they're not blue. You know, like at least they're not bright red.
Right.
Like they're closer to the appropriate color for a Mai Tai than a bad Mai Tai typically is. It's the least bad of the batch. So
okay, cool. The true Mai Tai's
the
close.
texture is off. It has like a stinging kind of bite to it that I don't love. I actually think that the orange juice is messing this thing way up. I also think that like it's out of balance. It's way sweet compared to a Mai Tai. It is not nutty enough. It's not nutty enough. A Mai Tai has a different texture if you make it with like good orgeat because it's gonna have some of those fats and oils from the almonds in it. And the flavor is askew. It has no depth to its rum. It has no gas in there, right?
Didn't do the float,
you
though,
should
I
be
don't
using
think.
some funkier rums to try to recreate that Ray and Nephew 17 year. People will use usually like a combination of Demerara's, Jamaicas, and also Martinique style like agricoles in some configuration that they have decided upon. So there's like a massive, like the rum here is Plantation 3 Star is a lovely rum, but it's not doing anything that those other rums are doing. Best of the bad batch. A lot of cherry notes, which is weird. I don't know where that's coming from. It's not coming from that little maraschino cherry that I happen to be looking at.
Mysteries.
Sorry. When we're talking about the American style neon red cherries, we tend to use the word maraschino. Yeah, some people give me shit about the way I say maraschino on the show, which is very pretentious, but because there's such a huge difference between the Italian style imported cherries and the American style like neon ice cream cherries. Bartenders and mixologists since like the mid 2000s have used the Italian pronunciation to indicate the Italian cherries and the American pronunciation to indicate the American cherries. I'm not somebody who slips on an accent or something like that for words usually.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I usually do the maraschino if it's like a bar cherry, like the dark red one, like the good ones, and then the maraschino if I'm talking about what I'd put in a Shirley Temple.
Of the mindset and generation that thinks like, no, you pronounce that word in your voice. It's weird and pantomime-y to slip into somebody else's, unless it's a name, Next drink. So I'm looking at this menu. First off, there's two drinks next to it. There's a pina colada, fine, whatever. There's the Mai Tai, and then there's a drink called a Cowgirl Roadie. That sounds cool. What's in a Cowgirl Roadie? Captain Morgan, original spiced rum, peach schnapps, orange juice, and strawberry mix. Ew. Ew.
The strawberry mix
No.
too much.
Oh no! I fucked up. I gotta go back because this drink calls for a float of dark rum, but so did the true Mai Tai, and
yeah,
I
you did.
forgot.
See, hey, I said it. He didn't put the float on there. I said it out loud. I win.
Now I have to float some dark rum on it and review it again. Again, the rums that I have are things from Plantation. And here we go, Plantation Original Dark Rum, floating kind of on top of the drink. Let's see if it changed it. It didn't, because it's floating on it. Let's mix it in. This actually might add a lot of depth to the rum. I'm not gonna lie, that rebalanced the drink a lot, but why is it floating? There's some nasty doctor's office notes in there at the very end, some real fumey
Great.
notes. It's still the least bad of the batch. I actually have to say, I don't truly hate that drink. Now we can get to the drink that's beneath a Cowgirl Roadie and above a pina colada. Wow, it's under a Cowgirl and it's over a peony. That's just the way the menu is laid out, guys. And it's
You're
a
the
Mai
one who went
Tai.
there.
And it takes rum, peach schnapps, grenadine, orange juice, pineapple juice, and a float of dark rum. Certainly the grenadine it's calling for is
I
rose.
thought he said he wasn't gonna shout anymore, but he is though.
Is garbage grenadine syrup, which is made of high fructose corn syrup, water, citric acid, sodium citrate, sodium benzoate, red 40, everybody's favorite artificial color, natural and artificial flavors, blue 1, and there it is, your roses, grenadine bullshit. But that's definitely the grenadine it calls for.
Red 40 makes my face itch.
I was looking for
Like
peach.
every
Look,
time.
I got apricot. That's not a million miles away from peach. It's really not. That's what I got. I
have
really
peach
wish I had
schnapps.
like some dirt cheap Palo Viejo or something like that. I thought I had a bottle. All right, bad news. I didn't find the Palo Viejo or Bacardi or anything like that. Good news, I did find some peach schnapps. So
See, I've got that.
We're in business
I've got
now.
peach schnapps.
We're in business. All right, we're gonna use an ounce of pineapple juice, 1 ounce of orange juice. I
Orange
guess an ounce of
juice.
grenadine. I don't even know.
That's so much grenadine.
Garbage. Oh God, that is gross. Ounce of grenadine is so just like syrupy. It's very thick. 3/4 of an ounce of peach schnapps. Notice that there is grenadine, pineapple. There's no orgeat of any kind here. 3/4 of an ounce of peach schnapps. And I'm actually gonna pour.
Only one of them has had
This seems
orgeat.
crazy. All of that other stuff seems. No, I bet it is. 2 ounces of rum. I was gonna do 3 to kind of rebalance it, but I think that's unfair. I don't think it would have been that balanced. Ice goes in my shaker. And now I shake my bright red drink.
Shaky, shaky,
It's not a
shaky.
Mai Tai. It's just like neon pink in here. So
Like, I
here we
love
are.
it. Like
This is-
most of the time, like they do with the pour, almost every single time they make it like this sort of like lovely aesthetic slope thing, and he's just like chucking stuff in here. They do not care this episode. That's so fun.
It's our first bright red Mai Tai. Look, the color is genuinely fun, but it's the wrong color for a Mai Tai. Wait! Oh!
After a cowgirl
Cough
Mai
syrup.
Tai.
That. That's a drink I would send back. That fucking sucks. Oh my God. That tastes like cough syrup, big time.
Shocking,
Or,
grenadine's involved.
Not Kool-Aid, but like, remember those like little plastic barrels full of
Yeah.
fruit juice?
Those were
It
great.
tastes, yeah, it tastes like high C. Tastes like high C fruit punch. It tastes like high C fruit punch.
Some people
Wow,
might like that.
I don't like that. Definitely not what I'm looking for in a Mai Tai. Or a cocktail of any kind. This is bad. None of these drinks had any redeeming qualities whatsoever.
Except for the one.
And we are all stupider for having heard
You
them.
liked the one.
You get one more, YouTube. One more. One bonus drink for YouTube.
I don't know
But
if we
you want
deserve
the
it.
second bonus drink, you got to go to Patreon. That'll be where I fix this drink and make it good. Well, not this one, but that other one that was interesting. This drink is from, again, restaurant. I have no idea. Calls for spiced rum, coconut rum, orange juice, pineapple juice, and grenadine. Let's start it off
I
with
don't like grenadine. I've
spiced
never
rum.
liked
I said I would do the next one, Kraken. And so I will. 2 ounces of Kraken. Everybody's favorite terrible spiced rum. Just like eau du headache is what I refer to this
Oh,
as. Just
it's I've always
like
been
vanilla hookah tobacco, if memory serves. Yeah.
I've really only had it when I've had it dark and stormy. It's like the only time that I've had the Kraken rum.
About that. Coconut rum, we all know that they mean Malibu or possibly my enemy. That other one that comes in the plastic bottle. This will be the top shelf at this place. An ounce, I don't know.
So
Because
sad.
there's definitely coconut in a Mai Tai. Orange juice? Orange juice. That's orange. An ounce of orange juice. An ounce of pineapple juice. And, let's be gentle, half an ounce of Rose's grenadine. This is one of my favorite glasses from Whiskey, and frankly, this drink is unbecoming of it, but here we go.
It's fine.
And here we are, another bright red grenadine Mai Tai from Place. So coconutty. That
Most of the
combination
Mai
of
Tais I've seen, admittedly, have been red. So, not gonna lie.
coconut and spiced rum is almost always going to wind up tasting like suntan lotion. It tastes like suntan lotion, which, to be honest, is maybe exactly what the person who ordered this wanted. They were probably on vacation. Maybe they were at the beach. Maybe they ordered this drink and said, suntan lotion, exactly what I wanted. I want to
yeah.
drink that smell of suntan lotion. A lot of a Mai Tai.
I don't like coconut is the thing.
These have been the worst Mai Tais in America. Thanks, Meredith.
You're
See
welcome.
you guys next time on HDD. Meredith and
I feel like he did have a moment. I feel it's like, yeah, you could kind of tell that he filmed an episode before this one. You like, just a little bit. Anyway. Anyway, thank you for watching this. I do hope you enjoyed it. I disagree with him on some things, but also like I don't like coconut in general. And I think I can find a way to make Sprite work in cocktails. It's just a lack of imagination, Greg. And thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye.